Matchbox sticks begin as raw wood, transformed through chemical treatment, precision drying, and automated coating.
After inspection and packaging, millions of Matchbox sticks are sealed, stored, and shipped worldwide. It begins here, in managed forests of immense scale, where pine trees are grown as a raw material crop for industry. Selected for their straight grain and soft, porous wood, these pines are the perfect raw stock for match production.
The harvest is mechanized and precise. Each tree is a unit of raw material, fed into a global supply chain.
The scale of material handling is established immediately. Dozens of tons of raw wood are moved in single loads.
The raw material is aggregated. This stockpile represents the first step in concentrating nature's yield for factory processing. A continuous stream of raw material flows from the forests to the factory gates, ensuring non-stop production. The journey converges here. At the factory, the transformation from raw log to precision product begins. The logs are inducted into the automated process, beginning their ascent into the primary breakdown facility.
The first abrasive step, the debarking drum. Here, friction and high-pressure water strips away all bark, leaving clean, bare wood.
Cleaned and aligned, the logs are now prepared for the precision cutting that will create the matchstick's basic form.
The core industrial process begins. On the giant peeler lathe, the log is rotated against a fixed blade.
This is the creation of the primary material, a continuous sheet of wood, precisely machined to a thickness of just a few millimeters.
The veneer is transported at pace to the next station, its journey now a continuous, unbroken flow of potential matchsticks.
In a single, powerful stamp, the veneer is perforated. A grid of hundreds of connected matchstick blanks is created with each cycle. The waste material is removed, leaving a continuous mat of parallel wooden splints, still connected end-to-end in long rows.
To stabilize the wood and prevent warping, the splints undergo a critical controlled drying process, removing moisture under precise conditions. The continuous mat is broken down. What emerges is a torrent of individual, loose matchstick blanks, ready for chemical treatment. The first sorting, sticks are sieved to remove oversized pieces, undersized fragments, and dust, ensuring only uniform blanks proceed. Precision alignment is key. Vibratory feeders orient every single splint, preparing them for the high-speed automation to come. The aligned splints are consolidated. This river of wood represents the primary feedstock, now flowing smoothly toward the heart of the chemical process.
Nothing is wasted. All wood byproduct is reclaimed, pulverized for use in particle board or as fuel for the factory's boilers.
In a dedicated, controlled area, the sensitive chemical compounds are mixed in bulk, feeding the continuous demands of the dipping lines.
The lifeblood of the match, the chemical compound, is delivered as a continuous flow, just like the wood it will coat.
Even in continuous operation, precision maintenance is scheduled. Critical components like dipping heads are serviced to maintain micron-level accuracy.
The first chemical treatment, fire retardant. This impregnation ensures the matchstick will smolder.
Immediate drying locks the fire retardant chemical into the wood's porous structure, readying it for the next, more volatile treatment. A wax coating is applied. This will aid in the initial ignition and provide a steady, controlled burn up the stem of the match.
A polishing stage ensures each stick has a perfectly smooth surface, crucial for the final, precise dipping into the match head compound.
The splints are now captured. High-speed mechanical jaws clamp them in perfect bundles, preparing for their most iconic transformation. The first dip. This slurry contains the fuel and the oxidizer, often antimony sulfide and potassium chlorate, that will form the body of the match head. Partial drying solidifies the base head, creating a stable platform for the final, ignition-sensitive tip.
Prepared with a stable base, the matches are now ready to receive the striking compound. The critical tip. This final dip applies the friction-sensitive ignition compound that will react with heat to create the flame. Continuous chemical analysis ensures the composition of the slurries remains within strict tolerances, batch after batch.
Viscosity, pH, specific gravity, every physical property is checked to guarantee perfect head formation and consistent ignition.
With heads formed, Each match is individually mounted for the final, controlled curing process.
The matches journey through a long, temperature-controlled hardening oven. Here, the chemical heads are cured to a hard, stable finish.
Precise temperature zones ensure complete and uniform drying without premature ignition, locking the chemical energy within.
100% optical inspection. Any match with a malformed, missing, or oversized head is electronically flagged for rejection.
Automated rejection ensures only perfect matches proceed. Quality control is built into the high-speed line.
Cured and inspected, the matches are freed from their processing mounts, becoming a bulk product for the first time.
The matches are gently prepared for their final journey, packaging into the boxes we recognize.
Simultaneously, the matchboxes themselves are formed at incredible speeds from rolls of pre-printed cardboard. Precision engineering creates the packaging, the outer sleeve, and the inner drawer, ready to be filled.
Automated fillers portion the exact count of matches into each drawer with unerring accuracy. The matches are settled, and the two packaging components, drawer and sleeve, are brought together for assembly. Even after filling, technology verifies the count. No underfilled or overfilled boxes leave the facility.
But the process doesn't end with packaging. Quality assurance is continuous, pulling samples from finished pallets for destructive testing.
Ignition testing verifies the reliability of every chemical component, the strike surface, the tip, and the stem's burn.
The entire mega process is governed from a central control room, where parameters are monitored and adjusted to maintain.
Robotic inserters marry the filled drawer to its outer sleeve, completing the basic box assembly at a phenomenal rate. For bulk handling, boxes are grouped and shrink-wrapped into stable, saleable units. These bundles are then consolidated into larger master cases for shipment to distributors worldwide.
The cases are sealed, securing the product for its journey across the globe.
Palletization prepares the product for industrial-scale material handling, building unit loads that forklifts can move. Stretch wrapping secures the pallet load, making it a single, robust unit for transport and storage. Automation extends to logistics. Self-guided vehicles transport finished pallets to the distribution warehouse without human intervention.
The final product reaches its temporary home, a fully automated, high-density warehouse, an inventory of millions.
Final inspection can be non-destructive. Pallet-level scanning ensures case integrity and correct packaging before shipment. The product meets the global supply chain. Loaded onto trucks, it begins its journey to distribution centers worldwide.
Every pallet is tracked. Lot numbers and destinations are logged, ensuring complete traceability from forest to end user.
Sealed and documented, the shipment departs. Another load of millions of reliable flames is on its way. Production at 100.2% of nominal capacity.
The system's perspective, output, efficiency, and global distribution.
At its core, this is the product. A simple, elegant, and perfectly engineered tool for creating fire.
And it produces them not by the thousand, but by the billion. A scale that dwarfs individual comprehension. This is the complete arc, from the slow cycles of nature to the relentless, precise rhythm of industry.
Even in this temple of automation, human experience and oversight remain the final guarantor of quality and purpose.
The life force of the operation, immense electrical power, distributed with precision to drive the mega machinery. Industrial responsibility. Process water is treated and reclaimed, minimizing the environmental footprint of the massive operation. Cleanliness is automated. Even housekeeping is performed by machines, maintaining the pristine environment needed for quality production.
Confirming valve V12A, pressure nominal.
Technology augments human expertise. Complex systems are maintained with the aid.
Quality is built in from the very start. Incoming raw materials, wood and chemicals are rigorously tested before they ever enter the process. Products are tested against the environments they'll face worldwide, ensuring the matches will light reliably in a tropical jungle or a dry desert. Science informs production. High-speed analysis deconstructs the millisecond-long event of ignition to perfect the chemical formula and application.
And at the heart of it all, this, a controlled, dependable flame. The oldest tool made. This is how it is made.